Just a note, on my runs when I play this map, I always bring an Obdolbos too. The reason being is because right now scavs are OP and you pretty much just get one-tapped every raid anyway. And I feel like armor is pretty much irrelevant when I fight players because most players just one-tap me as well. Reason you bring this stim, you get 30 minutes of additional stats, which is going to allow you to navigate the map a lot easier. I've been running this stim since white pretty much. It is a huge game changer for questing and just overall money runs. Like I said, you do take more damage, but this stim overall is just a big thing to have on you, in my opinion. It also gives you a 45% weight increase, so it works as a mule stim too. The drawback is you take 8% more damage, but honestly, in the current state of the game, I don't think it matters. You get insta-killed anyway. The extra stats are nice for just being able to navigate the map, which is really, really cool. So if you want to make these runs more efficient, I highly recommend you buy this. This is what I've been doing. Obdolbos 2 is definitely worth buying. So for these rooms, you're going to need the Concordian Apartment 64 key to unlock the first door, and then Concordian Apartment 64 offers room key to unlock the second door. On my first run, if you come in here straight away, I found a teapot right here, and obviously you can see this lion spawn as well. So it seems like there's 2 dynamic loot spawns. The other rooms don't seem like they've got much, but you can check them if you want. Then this key right here is to unlock this door. If you open this door and come in here, the first one that I found was right here on the edge of the couch. I found a helix, and there's a PC. There may be more spawns in here. So if you do come and check this, make sure you have a look properly, because there's probably be more. And it will be the same for this room too. There'll probably be more spawns. So for these keys, you just need the Concordian keys. I highly recommend you get these. There is also another spawn right here, as you can see, a skull. I missed that one. Then on my run, I like to come down in the basement and just check all the toolboxes down here. It's pretty safe for the most part. You won't really see people down here unless they're questing. It's a pretty safe spot. The toolboxes on this map are like really, really good for money if you know all the spawns. So there's 2 right there. And then I'm going to show you another key that you need to buy over on this side. This room's also really good. Got a toolbox right outside that you can hit. This is also a quest room as well. You're going to need this for a quest. I don't know if it's called surveillance or something. I think it is. The key that you will need is Concordian security room key to access this. So you come in, and there's going to be some really good attachment spawns, by the way, down here. It's going to be really nice for gunsmith and shit if you need those parts. That's a gunsmith part right there. Also, mention as well, your quest time can spawn right here, hard drive. And can also spawn on this PC if you are on that quest for this room. And like I said, there's attachments literally all over the place in here. There's also a safe in the back corner if you want to loot that. It's got some money most of the time. And then there is 2 PC blocks that you can loot as well. There's also a scope there. Alright, so this is what I like to do when I'm on my run, is come through here. Obviously, we're just gonna... Yep. And then, if you come to the back left over here by the staircase, there's also another toolbox that you can hit. Which is pretty good money. So, UV lamp, nuts. Some like 10k items a slot. And 30k right there. That's not bad. Alright, now we're going to move over to a different spot. So, let's see where our extracts are real quick. We've got underpass and sewer river. So, because we got these extractions, I'm going to show you the other spots that you can loot here. That I think are worth looting. There's a player around here somewhere. So, like I said, there's a lot of toolboxes on this map. And this area's got a shit ton of them as well. So, I'm going to hit this one. And I'll show you all the spawns that I hit. They're really good money too at the moment. So, they're definitely worth spending the time to like loot them, I think. That's number 1. You can't actually loot these crates for some reason. I don't know why. I think they might be bugged. Pretty sure I can't loot that one either. Okay, so there's going to be a toolbox right here. Hello. Another toolbox right here. Not too bad. And then you got a scab body and another toolbox. Put all these up here for now. Oh damn, these are really unlucky. All empty. Can't hit that duffel if you want to, if you're trying to get extra money. Completely up to you. And then I like hitting these grenade boxes because I use impact nades for my grenadier quest. They're really handy for that. There's also spawns on top of these cinder blocks, by the way, so make sure you check them. I've got thermites and other valuable stuff off the top of them. And then you also have this crate back here. And bolts, that's like 30k, not too bad. And that's the second floor. Not the best, but you got that big box up top, so it's worth it. Okay, there's some more toolboxes over here as well. We can hit. Got 2 right here. There is a stash here. I don't really hit the stashes, to be honest, man. I'm not a big fan of them. And obviously another grenade box. The chance of a stash giving you something good is just low, man, honestly. Compared to those the toolboxes. Right, perfect. Alright, now we're moving on to the main building now. This is going to be like the main moneymaker of this run compared to the other stuff that we've looted. You do need some keys this room, but there's also a lot of loose loot in this building. It's probably the best building on the map, I'd say, for money. So I'm going to try and show you all of the spawns in here. So pretty much where we are is opposite the Concordia, the Lexus dealership. If you come in here, you can get some BT spawns on the floor and like sugar on the bench if you want to. There's also 2 rare spawns right here. Cat statue and something else can spawn there as well. But a lot of the shelves actually spawn decent stuff, so just make sure you take the time if you want to just look for like valuable items. The notable ones are like this stuff like right here. Some electrical equipment. There's also a rare spawn there and right here. You can also get stuff on this box too, like clocks and stuff like that. I like to hit the scav as well, just because scav bodies have got a good loot pool. 30k right there. Another pom-pom. Another spawn on the floor. And another spawn right there. You can also get bitcoins. There's also a PCU. Oh, sorry, PC. There's sometimes you can get like condensed milk on that chair. Another rare spawn on that buck. And another rare spawn right there. Didn't get anything this time. I get a ton of vodkas and crafting materials like Cordura and stuff on these benches. So you make sure you check them. They're handy for quests as well as like whiskey and stuff like that. Apparently you can get moonshines, but I haven't found one yet, unfortunately. And there's also a motor on the table too, and we'll take that. I don't really see many people come back here on other people's streams, but if you come back here, I've actually got some new stims on the floor and on this bench, so make sure you come and check it. Also, a god tier spawn here for industrial loot, these shelving units. Always pick you up some like pliers and shit like that, which are really, really good for money. Definitely worth checking. Obviously some sugar right there. Definitely worth checking those. You can get like hot rods in this shelf too, and on the floor. And we did miss a D-field too, which is good money. Alright, so that's like the first floor covered pretty much. Going on to second floor now, which is going to be our main money maker. You can check these side rooms for like whiskey and coffee if you want to. Coffee doesn't really have much value at the moment because not many people have got the barter trade for the Gazelle. But once people unlock that, coffee is going to go up in price, so keep those if you want to. There's also 2 industrial spawns here, one right there and one right there. You might be able to get graphics cards, I haven't found one yet. Food spawns on the bed and sometimes Vaseline. Okay, so now you can check that for food too. What you want to do is prone under this. And for this key, you're going to need a rare key off the flea market. We did just make a video on this key. It's called the Check 15 apartment key. If you spend the time on the flea market to snipe it, it is definitely worth trying to get your hands on it, as this is probably the best key on the map. So if you come in, there's going to be a bunch of dynamic spawns in here. On the chair, on this desk, on the bed. Also on the floor right there. There's also another spawn here. A stim for one of our quests, which is handy. Melatonin. Spawn at the back right there, that's 100k. Let's drop the coffees for now. We've got another spawn. Spawn inside the shelf, and a spawn right there. There's definitely a spawn here too. Bitcoin. Take that. And another Rolex, which is good. And that's pretty much this key. This key is probably the best room on the game, to be honest. Very, very good spawns in there. And then you unlock this key with the iron gate key, I think. Oh, no, sorry, the stairs key. You want to buy this? I think it's like 20k on the flea market. Stair Landing Key. So make sure you buy this. It's very handy for getting at the building. It's another way out. You pretty much just drop down here and you're chilling. But I'm going to take you up onto the 3rd floor now, and there's a bunch more loot up there. Going up to the 3rd floor now, which is the last floor you can go onto. These keys are called the Iron Gate Key. I think I bought this one for 100k. They do fluctuate quite a bit, so just make sure you try and buy them at the best time you can. So there's a few spawn points in here. There's a dynamic loot spawn right here, where you can get like wireless transmitters and lines and stuff. So that's the first one to check, is right there in that little pot. And obviously there is some food spawns on the bed as well, which is pretty handy. Alright, so the rest of these doors now you're going to have to unlock with the key. So, once you go into room number 4, there's a dynamic spawn behind the back of this bed. As far as I know, this is the only spawn in here. Very, very good though. Got a lot of good stuff from it. Definitely worth checking. May as well check the tins too, just in case there is a chance of a rare spawn, but I haven't seen anything personally. Coming in again to this room, there's some spawns on the back of the bed. You can get some like buckwheat, which is decent quick sell value to therapist. And then you can open this door, and then you unlock this one. This key is also used for a quest in this room. You have to locate 2 guards for Prapor, I think, or Jaeger. So make sure you buy this for that quest. That will be something that you'll walk up on later on. There is 2 dead scavs you can loot in here as well. They do sometimes have decent stuff, which I think is worth looting. As you can see, there's a tier 5 armor right there. Not too bad, honestly. If I had slots, I would have taken it. Okay, there's another dynamic loot spawn right here next to the piss bucket. And then there is also a spawn on the desk as well. So this room is also really, really good. And then that's pretty much the 3rd floor covered. Then you just drop down, take a left, prone right here. And then you can take the back entrance or the back exit of this building, which is what I like to do. Yeah, there is some more spawns in this building. If you go like the opposite side of this, there's going to be another staircase. There's actually 3 spawns on the floor. You can get stuff like this down there. So if you want to check that as well, you can. Alright, so as you can see, we've already got a pretty thick inventory. So I'm going to move on now. I could definitely improve this money run, but like, I've been doing this money run a lot already, and I think that it doesn't really make sense for me to add more spots, because you already kind of get really full of what I'm already doing. But for sure, you could improvise, like make this route better if you wanted to. There's going to be some spawns in here that I want to show you if I don't die here. So I just want to come in this building and go all the way upstairs to the 3rd floor. Actually, is it the 2nd floor? There's some dynamic loot spawns down here somewhere. So on the 2nd floor now. You can check these shelves on this toolbox if you want to. There's some rare spawns back here that I don't see many people go to. I did just figure this out yesterday. So if you come in here, there's a rare spawn on this chair. I think on this chair too. And then there's also some spawns in here. I have found defuels and like parrots, I think. I think one's right there. But just make sure you spend the time to look for the spawns. Like I said, I have found rare stuff in these rooms. It's definitely worth your time to look. And I think there might be a spawn in the back here. Either here or on this thing here too. And then I think if we go across, there's some more spawns. Condensed milk. Drop that. But yeah, so the dynamic loot spawns are basically like high tier loot spawns. So there is definitely some in this building, because I remember yesterday we found some. So just spend the time to look in here if you do come in. I'm not exactly sure where the spawns are, like I said, but they are around here. So just check this room. Alright, let me drop down. And there's going to be a triple stack spawn around here too, where you can get graphics cards and stuff, which is pretty nice. So right here, I've actually got a graphics card before and 3 motors. There's a spawn here, spawn there, and a spawn there. It used to be high spawn rate. I don't know if it's been nerfed, but definitely a good way to get easy money. And this is opposite the Pinewood Hotel. And then, because of our extract, we can actually extract over here at the underpass, which is really nice. Obviously, if I was doing this as a fast run, I'd probably be out within like 7 to 10 minutes. That's good. And that is pretty much the run. As you can see, this is just an average run. Nothing crazy here. Like I said, you're going to need these keys, but just be patient. You will be able to buy it. You just got to have some patience for it. I will be making more money guides on this map, but this is the first money guide that I've done for the map, as I think this one's probably the most efficient so far. But yeah, that's pretty much it.